Dear students, welcome to this video lecture session. I am K. Karthik Vendan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Government College of Engineering, Srirangam, Trichy. Dear students, welcome to this video lecture session. In this video, we are going to discuss how to find out the linear transformation if we are given some of the inputs and their respective outputs. This is what we are going to discuss in this video. See, it is quite obvious if we know a linear transformation. See, for example, T is a linear transformation which is defined from R3 to R2 by T of x comma y comma z equals to x comma y plus z. If we know the transformation, it is easier to find out the output. See, this is the output. It is easier to find out the output if the input is given. Say, for example, take any input from R3. So this is the input set. Take any input from R3. Say, for example, 1 comma minus 2 comma 1. If we are applying the transformation, what will be the output? See, this is the transformation given here. So this is x and this is y and this is z. Okay. So what will be the output? The output will be 1 comma, so x comma y plus z means minus 1. See, in this way you can find out the outputs for many inputs if the transformation is known. Okay. Now our discussion is, they used to give some inputs and its respective outputs. Say, for example, they used to give these results. T of 1 comma 2 comma 1 equal to 1 comma 5. T of 3 comma 4 comma 8 equals to 3 comma 12. T of 6 comma minus 8 comma 9 equals to 6 comma 1. They used to give several examples, several inputs and their respective outputs like this, and they will ask you what the transformation is. That is what we are going to discuss in this video. Let us discuss with example. So this is the problem we are going to see. Here they have given the basis for R3, that is V1 comma V2 comma V3, where V1 is 1 comma 1 comma 1 and V2 is 1 comma 1 comma 0 and V3 is 1 comma 0 comma 0. And they have defined the transformation. Of course, they didn't give you the transformation. They have given the outputs for these vectors, that is T is defined from R3 to R2. Here they have given you the outputs for V1 and V2 and V3. Okay. When you are studying transformations, be clear, the inputs will be taken from this first set, that is R3, and the outputs will belong to the second set. Here the second set is R2. Okay. So this is what the data given. Now the question is, they are asking the formula for T of x1 comma x2 comma x3. They are asking you the general formula. Okay. And then you have to use this formula to compute this one. Okay. So in this particular topic, the data will be several inputs and their respective outputs. Our aim is to find out the formula, that is what is the general linear transformation which obeys this particular inputs and outputs they have given in the problems. No, that should obey that. Okay. The procedure is, the very initial step is, you should write the general vector of the input set. Here what is the input set? It is R3. So the general vector will be x comma y comma z. You should write the general vector of the input set as what? The linear combination of given inputs. Let us write it first. I should write the general vector. What is the general vector in input set? That is, the input set is R3. So the general element will be represented as x comma y comma z as 3 tuples. Okay. So I am writing x comma y comma z as a linear combination of input vectors. What were the input vectors given in this problem? This is 1, 2 and 3. I should write this one as a linear combination of these 3 elements. Okay. So a into 1 comma 1 comma 1 plus b into 1 comma 1 comma 0 plus c into 1 comma 0 comma 0. Our aim is to find out a comma b comma c, which will be in terms of, for sure, x comma y comma z only the resultant will be. Okay. See, now I am multiplying this a and b and c inside. So check what happens. Now x comma y comma z equals to, I am multiplying a here. So a comma a plus here, if I am multiplying b inside, it will be b comma 0, and I am multiplying c there, so it will be c comma 0 comma 0. Okay. So now I am adding the respective components. See, this and this will be added. So I will be getting a plus b plus c as the first component, and I should add the next components. So a plus b plus 0. So the resultant will be a plus b. The next one is simply a. Now equating this quantity and this quantity, we will get 3 equations. That is, x equals to a plus b plus c is what the first equation. The second equation is y equals to a plus b, and the third equation is z equals to a. See, our aim is not to find out the values of x, y, z. Our aim is to find out the values of a, b and c. See, here we are having a equals to what? Z. So one objective is over. Okay. So one objective is over. The next one, I have to find out the values of b and c. Okay. So I find out the value of a. I can substitute it here so that I will get the value of b. Okay. Now y equals to a plus b is what I am having. So this implies y equals to, the value of a is z plus b. Okay. This implies b equals to y minus z. Okay. Then similarly I have got the value of a there. Now the remaining thing is I have to find out the value of c. So I can utilize this equation. So there x equals to a plus b plus c. So what is the value of a here? Z. What is the value of b? Y minus z plus c. On simplifying, I will get y plus c is nothing but x. So therefore c equals to x minus y. Okay. So I will substitute the values of a, b and c here, right? I will substitute the values of a, b and c here. That is what we are going to do now. See, therefore x comma y comma z will be, see, what is the value of a there? I should substitute here, right? So the value of a is z. So z into 1 comma 1 comma 1, right? So this is z into 1 comma 1 comma 1 plus b into b is y minus z into 1 comma 1 comma 0 plus c into, that is c is x minus y, which is 1 comma 0 comma 0. So this is what the first step as explained in the procedure. We shall check the procedure once again. See, the procedure is, I should write the general vector. Just see here, write the general vector, that is x comma y comma z of input set. Here the input set is R3 as a linear combination of given inputs. I have written the input set general vector, the general vector of the input set as the linear combination of given inputs. See, that work is over. I have written this general vector, that is x, y, z, as a linear combination of given inputs. The given inputs were 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 0, 0. See the next step. The next step is, we have to apply linear transformation both the sides, right, in the resultant to find out the general linear transformation. So the next step is, I have to apply linear transformation on both the sides. Let us apply that. So see what happens when we apply linear transformations on both the sides. That is, I should apply simply t, right? That is t of x comma y comma z equals to z into t of 1 comma 1 comma 1. So y minus z into t of 1 comma 1 comma 0 plus x minus y into t of 1 comma 0 comma 0. See, keep in mind this z, y minus z and x minus y are scalars, that is alpha. Okay, they were alpha. We have the property. What is the property we are having? T of alpha into u, u is the vector, equals to alpha into t of u. Okay, so if I am applying here, that is see, if I am applying t of z of 1 comma 1 comma 1, means the resultant will be, see, this is 1 comma 1 comma 1 is vector and z is scalar. So I will get like this. Okay. Similarly, we are applying to the next terms. Okay. Now see, this t of 1 comma 1 comma 1 and t of 1 1 0 and t of 1 0 0 has been given in the data itself. What has been given? Just check it out. T of v1, that is t of 1 comma 1 comma 1 is 1 comma 0 and t of v2 is 2 comma minus 1 and t of v3, that is these three datas have been given already in the problem itself. So I am just going to substitute those things in that equation. So we saw t of 1 comma 1 comma 1 is 1 comma 0. So I am just applying that here. Okay, z into t of 1 comma 1 comma 1 is 1 comma 0 plus y minus z into t of 1 comma 1 comma 0 is 2 comma minus 1 and t of 1 comma 0 comma 0 is 4 comma 3. The next step is we have to simplify. So here that z has been multiplied inside. So I will get z comma 0 and here this is the scalar that will be multiplied inside, that is y minus z into 2 will give you 2y minus 2z, comma, and this y minus z will be multiplied with minus 1, so that I will get minus y plus z. Then the last one is this x minus y will be multiplied with 4, so that I will get 4x minus 4y, comma, the same quantity is multiplied with 3, so that I will get 3x minus 3y. The next thing is I have to add the respective components. So z plus 2y minus 2z plus 4x minus 4y, comma, 0 minus y plus z plus 3x minus 3y. Okay. So on simplifying, I will write in order. First x term, so 4x. Next y terms, so 2y minus 4y will give you minus 2y. Then z terms, so z minus 2z will be minus z. This is the first component. And the second component here, first 3x then the y terms were minus y and minus 3y, so minus 4y, then plus z. So this is what the formula for t of x comma y comma z. See, in the question they have asked you t of x1, x2, x3. It doesn't matter. Now you can change x as x1 and y as x2 and z as x3. By changing that, you will get t of x1, x2, x3 equals to 4x1 minus 2x2 minus x3, 3x1 minus 4x2 plus x3. So this is the general formula we have derived. We should verify this. How we can verify this result is correct or not? Okay. See, in our problem, they have given some results, right? What is the result? That is t of 1, 1, 1 is equal to 1, 0 only they have given. Just we have to check whether we are getting that result. See, I am applying x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 1, x3 equal to 1. So 4 minus 2 minus 1, 3 minus 4 plus 1. So what is the result? 1, 0. This is what given in the problem. Okay. Now the next data is 1, 1, 0. For that they have given 2, minus 1. Let us check whether we are getting 2, minus 1. I should substitute x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 1 and x3 equals to 0. So 4 minus 2 minus 0, then 3 minus 4 plus 0. So I am getting 2, minus 1. Okay, we are getting the same one as given in the problem. Okay, now the last one is t of 1, 0, 0 equals to 4 minus 0 minus 0, 3 minus 0 plus 0. So which is 4, 3. These were the datas given in the problem. Okay, so we can conclude here our formula is right. Okay. Okay, this is our problem. We have to compute t, minus 3, 5. That is, we have to compute t of 2, minus 3, 5 using this formula. We have found out the formula, right? Now we are just going to use this formula to compute this. Just it's very, very simple. We have to replace x1 equals to 2, x2 equal to minus 3 and x3 equal to 5 in the derived formula to find out this output. Now just we are going to simply substitute x1 equal to 2, x2 equal to minus 3 and x3 equal to 5 in that formula. So this is the formula we are having. So we are just going to simply substitute. So check what happens. Therefore t of 2 comma minus 3 comma 5 will be, so I am just applying the values of x1, x2 and x3. x1 I am applying 2, so 4 into 2 will be 8, and x2 I am applying minus 3, so minus 2 into minus 3 will be plus 6, then x3 is 5, so it will be the result. The next one, 3 into 2 is 6, then minus 4 into minus 3 will be plus 12, then plus x3, that is 5. So the net result is here 9 comma 23. Okay. Hope this video is helpful on finding out the linear transformation if several inputs and their respective outputs were given. Thank you, students.